Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make tortilla soup. And to start off, what you want to do is to small dice or mince your vegetables, which are a jalapeno and a white onion. Now you don't have to be too precise on these cuts because again, this is a soup. But for the jalapenos, you will want them pretty small because last thing you want is a large piece of jalapeno stuck in your mouth. Once your veggies are cut, you'll move on to the chicken. Now you can use chicken breast or chicken thighs. I've used chicken thighs for this recipe. And what you'll do is you'll salt and pepper them pretty generously. And then you'll set those aside for the next part, which is building the soup. Now to prepare the soup, what you want to do is in a large sauce pot or soup pot, you want to add extra virgin olive oil. And what you'll do is you'll start to sweat the onions, the jalapenos, and some minced garlic. The point of this is to get the garlic and the onions nice and fragrant. And the jalapenos add a little spice to it. Now if you want a little bit more spice, you can add chili flakes. I added a pinch or two to this recipe. And you'll cook that for about a minute longer, just to let the flavor sweat out a little. Then you are going to start adding in the other ingredients, which are your black beans, your tomatoes. I used canned diced tomatoes. You can use crushed tomatoes. Just depends on how chunky you want your soup to be. You'll also add your chicken, a little bit more salt, cumin, dried oregano, and if you want, you can also add corn to this. I decided not to use corn for this recipe. And also 1 quart of chicken stock. And you can use store-bought chicken stock, or if you want, I'll leave a link in the description below to a homemade chicken stock that you can use. Just depends on your preference. And so once everything is in the pot, you're going to bring this to a boil. And as soon as it starts to boil, you'll immediately put it down to a simmer and let that simmer for 25 minutes. Now, while that is simmering, you're going to prepare your tortilla chips or your tortilla strips. And to do that, what you want to do is you'll take old tortillas that you have. Corn is best, but some people use flour. And you'll want to cut those into strips. You can cut them into 6-inch lengths or 3-inch lengths. Then you are going to fry these with either in a deep fryer or in a pot with some oil in it. And you're just looking to get these nice and crispy and golden brown. Once your soup has been simmering for about 25 minutes, you're going to pull the chicken and shred it using 2 forks. Then you'll add that chicken back into the soup and simmer for another 5 minutes. And then after that 5 minutes, you're going to stir in about 2 ounces of lemon or lime juice. And what this does is it cuts the fat of the soup, giving it a more fresh and robust flavor. Now to plate, what you'll do is you'll simply scoop out the soup into a bowl. And then you'll garnish with your tortilla strips. And you can also garnish with avocados. I've seen people do a mild cheddar on top or even a sharp cheddar. I've also seen people add lettuce or a dollop of sour cream. What I've also done in the past is I've added cotijas cheese, crumbled it up and sprinkled it around. So it's pretty versatile with whatever you decide to garnish it with. It just depends on your preference. And that's how you make tortilla soup. Simple, easy, and very, very flavorful. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe on your way out, and have a wonderful day.